Mercan'ın sesini duyunca yelkenleri suya mı indirdin Haydar?
Babamla ya da Nezir'le ilgili değil mi bu kan?
Bana bak. Sakın böyle bir şey yapma.
Every war reaches a moment when it stops being a conflict and becomes a tragedy. This episode marks that turning point. Until now, the story has been asking who will win, but tonight, it begins asking who will survive. The episode opens with something deceptively gentle. Ateş and Mercan share a quiet moment, laughing together. The calm feels unnatural, almost suspicious, as if the story itself is holding its breath. Then Mercan notices the blood. That small detail shifts everything. In this story, blood isn't just violence. It's truth, seeping through the surface. When Ateş says, "It's not mine," he believes he's easing her fear. But to Mercan, it means the opposite. If the blood isn't his, then it belongs to someone else, someone closer to her world. Her question about her father isn't random, it's instinct. Deep down, she already senses the war closing in on her family. Now, she feels it touching her life directly. Meanwhile, Nezir and Haydar finally come face to face again. The scene is quiet, but emotionally charged. Nezir doesn't threaten, he provokes. He reminds Haydar of Mercan's importance, making a calculated psychological move. He isn't attacking Haydar's strength, he's targeting his love. And love is always the easiest weakness to exploit. Haydar refuses to submit, but the tension between them makes one thing clear. This conflict can no longer be avoided. The countdown has begun. Then comes the scene between Ateş and his brother, where the tone darkens even further. For the first time, revenge is spoken not as a possibility or a threat, but as a promise. And when someone swears revenge in the name of God, it means they no longer fear consequences. Once consequences stop mattering, tragedy becomes inevitable. This is the moment where the story quietly shifts from drama to destiny. The emotional tension briefly softens with the presence of Mercan's mother, but even that calm feels fragile, as if it could shatter at any second. At first, the moment with Ateş feels warm, healing, and honest. But emotionally, it carries a quiet warning. Stories rarely linger on peaceful family conversations unless something terrible is about to follow. And this episode proves it almost immediately. Night falls, darkness covering the mansion, and with it comes danger. Haydar enters as Nezir searches, and the atmosphere turns suffocating. Then the moment arrives. Haydar grabs Mercan and presses a gun to her head. Everything freezes. This isn't just shocking, it's deeply symbolic. The man who once protected her has become the threat. Mercan doesn't see an enemy, she sees her father. And in that instant, that identity collapses. Because when your protector becomes your danger, there is no safe place left in the world. At its core, this episode revolves around a single theme: protection is failing. Ateş can no longer protect Mercan. Haydar can no longer protect his daughter. Even the idea of family itself can no longer offer safety. Every character is losing the role that once defined them. Ateş is losing control, Haydar is losing his morality, and Mercan is losing her innocence. And Nezir? He gains power from all of it. What makes Nezir truly terrifying is that he doesn't create chaos directly. He creates situations where love turns against itself. And that is far more disturbing than simple violence. After this episode, the emotional balance is shattered. Mercan will demand the truth. Ateş will be pushed into action. Haydar's choices will ignite the war. The next episode won't build tension, it will release it. Tonight, the gun was raised against the daughter, but the real bullet wasn't fired. And when it finally is, it won't just take a life, it will destroy everything around it. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching.